A big topic of discussion in regards to the DCU, that is James Gunn's DCU, recently has been a lot of casting, obviously. I mean, it's been a big topic since the universe was announced. Who's going to play Superman? Who's going to play Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, Green Lantern? It's definitely been a big thing. And obviously, we have our Superman, we have our Green Lantern, and I think we have our Flash, and they just haven't announced it yet. And that's what I want to talk about today. Now, this is just my opinion. It's just a crazy kind of schizo theory of mine. So you guys, take this with a grain of salt. Let me know what you think, though, down below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with what I have to say. But I think the Flash is Grant Gustin in the DCU. It sounds crazy because when they announced this new DC universe, I am not going to lie, I kind of thought instantly, they're going with a new guy. They're not going to do Grant Gustin. That doesn't make any sense. They're just going to start fresh, which made sense to me. But there's a few things I've been seeing that are kind of adding up. Okay, number one, I've been seeing this consistently over the past year or so, but every time James Gunn has the opportunity to do it naturally, or if somebody asks a question regarding the Flash or regarding Grant Gustin, he always, number one, speaks highly of Grant Gustin and his version of the Flash, and he talks about how much he wants Grant Gustin in the DCU. Grant Gustin has reciprocated, saying how much he wants to be in the DCU, and he was asked who he would want to play in the DCU, and he said the Flash. So it's just kind of perfect, honestly. Not to mention, they follow each other on social media, which is not a huge deal considering that Grant Gustin was he played the Flash for, what was it, 9 years or 10 years? And he's a very prominent figure in the television world of the DC universe. So it would make sense that James Gunn would be following him just naturally, but at the same time, it does make you wonder, it's is there another reason? And that, coupled with the interviews they've both done, singing each other's praises, really makes you question it. And then it kind of died down for me. I'm like, well, that's still, they're just being nice. It's not going to happen. And then I follow Grant Gustin and his wife on Instagram, and then I clicked on his wife's story, and she put me to post for I think January or something, or the new year. Either way, Grant Gustin was seen in them, and there was a couple slides in there where he had blonde hair, which is very odd. Grant Gustin, if you guys don't know, or if you aren't familiar with the Flash TV show, he kind of caught a lot of flack actually when the show first started, because his Barry Allen had brunette hair. He's a natural brunette, I think. So he had brown hair and caught a lot of flack because, if you don't know, historically, Barry Allen has blonde hair in the comics. But to be honest, for me and for most other people that were fans of the show, that literally meant nothing. His hair could have been red, it could have been black, it could have been blue. He killed it. And say what you will about the show, it did kind of go downhill, in my opinion. I honestly had to stop watching towards the end. I do and will forever appreciate his version of that character. But one thing's for sure, he never had blonde hair in that show. He never had blonde hair in his real life, ever. And this could just be that. It could just be his personal life. I just wanted to dye my hair blonde. Definitely could be. But this is where I have to insert the Dokes meme of I'm on to you. I don't fully believe that. There's something in my gut telling me something else is going on here. I'll put a picture of what I'm talking about here, though, the haircut or the hair color, I guess. And it's interesting because it's not like a bleached blonde, so it's obviously not exactly like Barry Allen's hair. But in my opinion, it is enough to pique my interest. And it's clearly enough to pique other people's interest, because if you go to the comments, it's nothing but the Dokes memes, and that's very fitting. And you know what? I'm all for this. I say bring it on. Grant Gustin is still the perfect age to play Barry Allen and someone you're gonna want to have around for a long time. Dude's still in great shape. He clearly has the ability to play the character, and imagine him with competent writers. No offense to the Flash TV show, but like I said, that show went downhill bad, and he still, did what he could, but he catches a lot of flack. Same with a lot of the people on those Arrowverse shows, but a lot of the actors they had were actually very strong, and Grant Gustins is definitely one of the strongest. So him with a DC Universe script, with a DC Universe Flash and budget and costume, dude, I need that. Like, I don't know about you guys if you're fans of that Flash show, but if you are, you know what I'm saying. Like, we need to see him done justice. And Grant Gustin's on board. James Gunn is on board. The fans are on board. The Flash is a character where there is quite a few like fun fan castings, but I don't feel like he's one where people have their sights set on one person, where it's like all or nothing. If he's not the pick, then this is the wrong pick. I feel like people are open to options, possibilities for the Flash, and that's a good thing, because even if it doesn't end up being Grant Gustin, I think fans will be happy. But I will say Grant is my pick, and I wanted to make a video kind of talking about it because I thought this was a fun little rabbit hole that I've been going down. I wanted to get you guys involved and get your opinions, because you guys always seem to have a really good points of view. Even if we can't always agree in the comments, I feel like everyone usually keeps it respectful, and everyone has, unique takes. So I enjoy hearing them. So if you stuck around this long, I do appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. And like I said, let me know down below what you think.